And it's important that we have this conversation here because it's so great when we reflect. We had such a great time in Ghana. I'll start with Yolandi. She put all this thing, we put all this thing together. And I think it's not even for me to host this segment because Landy knows everything. She's the brain, she's the everything behind the mechanism that made this thing happen. So Yolandi, I'll ask you to take it from there and let's talk about the great experience that you made for us in Africa.
Well, it was easy because for me, going to Ghana the first time and being so amazed at what I saw and how I felt, it was something that was like a calling that was just saying to me, let's create this thing, let's do this again, let's do this again. And I was planning to do it, but it would have been more on a small scale just for the family. But I was encouraged to take it a step further and invite other people so that they can feel what I had felt down there and what we had felt during that first trip. So Ghana is an easy sell because Ghana is home. This is what it feels like.
What made you wanted to include a bigger group than just the family?
Yeah, well, like I said before, it was more or less like if I can do this, because I'm always the chosen one to put these things together anyways. So why not do it on a larger scale? And the whole idea was to, I thought about it like this: if I were to go on a vacation, what would be the experience that I would like to have? Because I like to go on vacation, but I don't like to feel like the tourist. I don't want to go on vacation and lie on the beach or walk around with a big group doing things that are very impersonal. So Touch Afrika is very personal. It's all about actually getting to the people, and in many different ways, because we were able to do things that were very bougie on our trip. But then we also did things that we went to the market, we went to villages and met with people and danced with people and did drumming and stuff like this. So it really gave us an inside taste of what it felt like to be there. And I think that is why I did it, because I wanted to feel that. And I think that people who have never been there before, or even if you have been there before, the experience is everything, and being able to feel like you're actually a part of something great. And you're not just on the surface, you're actually in there. You're touching it, you're feeling it, you're experiencing it.
Let's talk about the best experience, or the greatest experience, the most memorable experience. Who want to jump in here? What was the most memorable experience that you had on the Ghana tour, Touch Afrika? Anyone could jump in on this one.
So I'll jump in for this one. I think my most memorable experience was going to the Volta region, and we went over in a simple boat, and it was just absolutely beautiful just to run my hand in the river that was full of the history of our people and find out about the Volta region, what happened there. And I find that the village where we went to, the people were very genuine and loving. And I thought it was amazing that, just out of the blue, they changed their clothes and put on their ceremonial wear, and they started to drum for us. And behind me, I had 4 little beautiful girls behind me. They were very shy at first, and then they were all smiling and everybody was dancing. It was absolutely lovely, and I felt loved and I felt welcomed. And that was one of many magical moments that I had on my Ghana trip.
When we learn about Ghana, when we learn about Africa, the things that we learn about in history books is somehow fabricated in a way, is somehow, kind of set up in a way that we don't get a true experience from history, from school, right?
Mhm.
Let's bring in Kobe, because Kobe is there. Kobe was one of our hosts there in Ghana, and
Yes.
Lani, give him a proper introduction
Yeah.
on all the work that he
So-
did. You know it best.
Okay, so Kobe is my key logistics man. So he's one of 4 guys that I had on my team that sat down with me, and I told them my vision and what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it, how I wanted it to feel. And they took that and they ran with it and they made it come alive.
Yeah, so Touch Africa 1 was indeed an amazing trip. I must say that even though I am here in Ghana, the experience that I had with Landy and the group was just amazing. It felt like I was also in a new space, because this was something that is not usual, something that you don't really find other people doing. And we put all these things together. And Landy, the ideas that Landy brought on board were 100%. I just could recall when she called and say that, look, I want this, we want this together, we want that together. And that was like 100% experience that she was looking for the group. And looking at what we put together with Landy, was like, we even did something that we did things in Ghana that were not even existing in Ghana. So I'll say that, yeah, Landy did a very good job putting this tour together. And the team, everybody was excited, everybody was happy, from restaurants to hotels to clubs, everything was just on point. And I must say that Touch Africa round was very successful.
Trisha, let me jump back to you, Trisha, because I know Jollof is your name.
She's a foodie. She's a big time foodie.
Yes.
If anybody's going to talk about food, it should be Trish, because she was the critic.
Let's
She
talk
was one
about
of the
food,
big
Trisha.
critics.
Let's talk about food. Tell us your experience with the food, the dishes that we had in Africa, Touch Africa 1.
Oh, it was great. I definitely want to first commend Yolandi and the team for finding such an amazing show. We touched on so many different parts, probably parts that I think a lot of people probably would never get to experience. I've watched some videos post the trip. The only thing I think we probably did miss on is trying more exotic foods from the market. And maybe a couple of locations, but the most part we did everything. We did a lot. We did a lot of I think everything that we want to do in terms of Accra. But in terms of the food, it was great. It was great to experience the shitu. Now I know what that is about. I've seen some videos about other foods involving peanut butter and things of that nature.
Mhm.
I wanted to try those. I guess more wild meat maybe, but we did get to because I saw a video where someone went to the market and they got to try different things that we didn't get to try. And the fish was very good. It was the green sauce, and all those.
The goat.
Yes, the goat, that was good too, with the chicken. And
Yeah.
the grilled,
I never knew you loved the goat.
Yes.
So we're at a place called Eat and Ride. Okay, it's a rest stop on the main highway to Cape Coast, between Accra and Cape Coast. And usually this is the spot where we give our visitors or our travelers the opportunity to just stop by, grab a few drinks, stretch out, use the bathroom, and then head back on the van so that we also continue our journey.
And why are we all wearing white?
Well, it's a very special day. We're going straight to the Asin Manso ancestral slave river site. And well, white represents freedom, it represents liberation. We're giving our visitors the opportunity to walk the path that our ancestors also walked. This time not in shackles, but this time in freedom.
Oh, nice.
That is what this represents. Basically.
Absolutely.
We'll also get the opportunity to see the slave castles in Cape Coast right after the journey, because it's one long connection.
So for me, it wasn't really the rice. It was, my favorite was when Kobe brought the 5-star chef to our place to cook breakfast for us.
That was nice.
Oh my goodness. What a spread. He made all the dishes that are native to Ghana, and the food was just on point and amazing. He used what we had, and he just reinvented, and it was a magical breakfast. Kobe, I really enjoyed that, and that's something that we need to bring into the home too. We're gonna come down again, but yes, please do that again. It was amazing.
I'll say that thanks to the Touch Africa lady Landy, she's always bringing up new ideas.
Nice. What about the scene? Let's talk about
Cujo was the man who did the cooking, and he was
great. Yeah, that was good.
Very professional, very nice. Yeah.
Big up Cujo.
the scenes, the areas that we visited, right? My recollection, my most memorable recollection would always be the castle, right? The castle is just, it brings back so much memories. You could actually live, you could actually see it, you could actually see history right in front of you. What was some of your guys' memorable scenes or areas that we've been to throughout the tour? Anyone could take that one.
I mean, the castle too, and I remember Buka, the restaurant Buka, and the food after we went to dinner after the Volta River. That food wasn't anything extravagant or fancy, but it was really good, like surprisingly good. I think we were actually tired of Ghanaian food at one point, but that food surprised us how good it was, that we were all ready to lick our fingers. And I had the bangku for the first time, and that was really good. Ooh, delicious. Thinking about it now.
Should we excavate, we'll be seeing bricks, just like the first chamber. The 200 mil capsules also in this space, with 2 vents for light and air. And the opening up there, it was an observatory or something like a spy hole. Sometimes the British will have a soldier there with a lamp or a torch to watch or to observe the men being held in here. So that used to be an observatory during the slave trade. What we see here, this is a traditional shrine. A shrine that belongs to the local people in the community. So the local people who practice the indigenous African religion, they come to practice. Yeah. And it's a very active shrine. There's a priest in charge, but it was built long after the British had left. Yeah, during the slave trade, this wasn't here. The reason the shrine is here is because of its historical connection to the land. The history of the town was that long before the Europeans came, the ancestors in the community had the shrine on the land. The land was originally a sacred land for the people.
I think the most memorable moment was in Kekum Forest, where we went for a walk.
The Captain
Boom, yes.
I'm sure that was George's West.
Yes. That was most memorable, being almost 200 feet in the air above the heads of the trees and just singing at the top of my lungs.
You were singing. I was
It was
screaming.
No.
I never
Yeah,
thought
she was
about
singing.
that.
She was singing to keep him calm, to keep
I
Junior
was
calm
singing to
because he
keep
was
you
freaking out.
calm, Junior.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I should just listen to my voice and take a step. 1 step, 2 step, let's go. And that for me was amazing because I'm uncomfortable with heights myself. So I had to really put myself in a different area to be brave. So that was lovely. And then also the handling of the snakes. I touched a snake. That was the first time in my entire life touching a snake. So doing things that are out of your realm and learning to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that was a great experience for me.
Okay.
That one of the most memorable for me was the cooking class. Okay, so when we were going to cooking class, some people who were along, they were like, "Oh, that's gonna be boring. Why are we doing this? Who cares about cooking?" I said, "Just come. Let's see what this cooking thing is gonna be like." And when we arrived there, we came out of our air-conditioned van, and we stepped outside, and they had a whole banner to welcome us, along with like royal music and all of this stuff. I said, "Oh my gosh, like they're treating us like we're like the kings and queens or something coming here. This is insane." So they welcomed us with such a majestic ceremony just to walk into the place. And then when we got in there, it was beautiful. We had mats on the floor. We learned how to cook fufu. Is it fufu?
Yeah.
What's fufu, right? And I realized how much work goes into this food. And I realized I don't know if I could keep up. I think I'd be a lot skinnier if I lived in Ghana and I actually had to cook food fresh like this, because there's so much that goes into this food.
Are you sure you can win this? Are you pretty sure? All right. Flip pound. Once you flip once, you pound once.
Pound. Flip.
More power. Add a little bit of power. Use water, yes.
Let's talk about shopping, because I had great experience shopping. In fact, one of the outfit that I'm wearing right now, the top that I'm wearing right now, was made in Ghana, and we basically we got measured and we went to Makola's market and got the materials and got everything done there. What you guys thought about that whole process of getting really authentic clothing and ability to shop for your own material? How was that experience?
It was nice. It was a great experience. It was nice to see what Yolandi and Julie did in terms of their outfits, their elaborate Oscar-worthy outfits.